I've been fly fishing all my life, pretty much. My dad taught me when I was a kid in New Hampshire. And then when I went to work, I worked for the Oklahoma Water Resources Board. And I was the head of the Standards and Research section. And we did water quality standards and their implementation, like how you would permit toxicants and minerals, things like that. And I did quite a bit of field work, and some of the field work was in southeast Oklahoma. And I got to really like the area and enjoyed the fishing. So when I retired, I realized that the wildlife department was going to do a lot of work to make this a great trout area. So things like, you know, all of the habitat and the pipe so that they can stock trout right into that pool there. When I retired, I just moved down here, and I've been here for 7 years now. Typically, I go 3 times a week when I'm in Broken Bow. I do quite a bit of traveling, but the wonderful thing about this is you can fish summer and winter. It doesn't matter. You can just fish anytime you want. So, yeah, I really love the area, and I think I made a wise decision to move here when I retired. Because this is a sunny day, and I want to get down to the bottom, I'm using a strike indicator and a couple of little split shot and 2 flies. And I figured 2 flies give me twice as good a chance as 1 fly. I'm using a gold-ribbed hare's ear and a crackleback. The gold-ribbed hare's ear is a good imitation of a March brown nymph. I don't know what the crackleback imitates, but sometimes the fish like it.
Yeah.
I like to fly fish because it kind of makes me understand the river better, the drifts, the way the current drifts, and it just makes me feel like I'm one with the river. And I like to tie my own flies because I kind of feel like it's a craft. And I'm a craftsman. I got some wares to sell, and trout are my clients. And I know that when they buy the fly, that they really think it's food. Otherwise, they wouldn't be hitting it. So I like to try to tie flies that fish will take, and if they take it, then I keep tying it, and if they don't take it, then I don't tie that one anymore. That's a brown trout. That thing has been in the river for at least half a year because they haven't stocked him since then. As far as the fishing goes, there are some times when you can have a dry fly hatch. In the spring, there's a pretty good March brown hatch, so you can fish dry flies. In the wintertime, there's a very good midge hatch, so you can fish very tiny dry flies in the wintertime. Most of the fishing, though, is done subsurface, and middle of the day, up on the creek, strike indicators. Late in the evening, jigs, or early in the morning, stripping like a woolly booger, that kind of thing. A couple of years ago, we had a big flood, and it took out all of the habitat that the Wildlife Department had put in, and it took out all of the structures that the park had put in. And in fact, this is a piling for a footbridge, and it got wiped out in the flood. And in fact, the other piling is way down there. I was devastated. I thought the fishing was ruined. And in fact, it was pretty much ruined until the Wildlife Department got back in here and put habitat back in. Anyway, in the last couple of years, the Wildlife Department has put back structure, and in fact, they put in this little dam here to hold the low water road, so that when the hatchery truck comes, the Wildlife Department four-wheel drive gets fish up there, and they come down this road, cross the river, and they go up the road, and they stock all of the spots along the stream. And that spreads the fish out so that it makes a much better fishing experience, because the fish aren't all in one spot, and it gives a lot of people a chance to fish. This stream here really is, it's just a ditch without the habitat, and it doesn't have much place to hold trout. It looks like a rainbow to me, just the ordinary stocking kind of rainbow. Of course, I could be wrong about that. There he goes. Well, it's getting late in the day. I think I'll give it up. been a great day. We caught some fish, had a lot of exercise. Doing this is what keeps me young.